guys, Marsingin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so earlier today we got the data download for the upcoming Part 2 LR Gomah. This includes obviously the details for the unit himself with his upcoming banner, with things like the pity coin, which obviously is something we all would have expected, as well as the special tickets that will be included for the upcoming Dokkan Day. A bunch of other stuff as well, just the starting dates and times for some upcoming content. So we are going to go through all of that stuff that is here in the data download. Shout out to Proton as always for providing all of this stuff in one handy thread. I'm going to go through all of the stuff here, so shout out to him. Make sure you give him a follow over on Twitter. And then obviously we're going to go through on Dokkan info. We do have a list of the upcoming missions for this part 2 of the celebration as well. So do go ahead, hit that like button, use the hype feature on this video if you have it available. It's a new thing that YouTube has pushed out to help smaller channels. And yeah, let's just dive straight into all of the info. So obviously there's a promo movie, which, I mean, we just get these all the time now. It's become one of those things. Like when they first started doing them, it was really cool as like a thing to mention, like, oh, we've got another one of these promo movies. But obviously we just get one of these for every celebration now, which is pretty cool. And then obviously we have the Gomah. Actually, this is my first time seeing his SSR and TUR art, and yet again, we've got another kicking TUR. We had all of the GDC characters. We had, I think even, who was it that came out after? But yeah, we've had a lot of kicking TURs, which I think is pretty funny. So yeah, the artworks for Gomah, I mean, they're decent enough. And I'm not a huge fan of Gomah's design, but yeah, the card arts are perfectly fine. Then we've got Extreme Super Battle Road Stage 77, which is GT Heroes. Now, bear in mind, Gomah comes out on Thursday. Well, tomorrow, essentially, for me. 13th at 1. Okay, he's coming out at like 1 AM. So he's coming out a bit earlier than some of the other banners. Although I think, did Goku come out at this time as well? But yeah, a bit earlier than banners are often released. Then we have the GT Heroes Extreme Super Battle Road. You can see here that's not coming out until the 18th. So Gomah releases tomorrow, which is Thursday. This ESBR and I think some of the other events as well don't release until the 18th, which is Tuesday. So that's Tuesday morning. Intensifying Fights Stage 11 is also available on the 18th, which I think that one is kind of odd because that stage is the new one being added, and we're going to see when we look at the missions that the boss that you end up fighting if you meet the correct conditions is Gomah. So not really sure why that wouldn't be dropping like at the same time as Gomah, but yeah, bit strange. But yeah, that's going to be dropping on the 18th as well. Then we have the Red Zone Daima Stage 2, which I'm assuming is going to be Tamagami 2. This one is dropping on Thursday, tomorrow the 13th, although this one is dropping at 5 AM GMT, like 5 AM my time. So this is like, what, 9 PM PST on Wednesday 12th? But this is dropping like 4 hours after the Gomah banner. So not really sure. Like, again, the timings have been odd lately with them dropping content where, like, they'll release a bunch of stuff on the same day, but for some reason, like, a few hours apart. Not really sure what the deal is with that. But then we have Burst Mode, Young Warriors Resolve. I think this is it the Kid Gohan that got an Easy A, his Dokkan event. His Burst Mode is starting on the 18th as well. Then we have the Petan. That was one of the only things that had been previously announced in the news, so that is starting tomorrow as well. Up until we got the Gomah like teaser and news reveal and stuff like that, we actually had no real confirmation of content for this month outside of the Petan dropping tomorrow. So that's coming as well. That should be pretty cool. I know people aren't like the biggest fans of Petan, but obviously it's some extra stones and you got the cool manga art stickers with this one, so that's pretty cool. Looking forward to getting those. You can see here a bunch of the arts, so they're all pretty cool. A good little extenuation of the 40th anniversary manga celebration, because all of that is basically done at this point. But yeah, getting these is pretty cool. So then we also have the treasure legendary summon coin 10. So this obviously is the silver coin for yellow coin LR banners. This is the pity coin for Gomah. So Gomah will have the standard like 10 featured unit banner with the 1,000 stone pity, essentially. I say 1,000 stones because obviously depending on how lucky you get with pulling SRs that you can trade in, or SSRs, sorry, that you can trade in for coins because you have them all rainbow. Obviously you can hit pity in a lot less than 1,000 stones. Every third multi is guaranteed featured as well. So yeah, we'll be going over this stuff in more detail in a summon or skip video later on. I always put those out like the night before a banner comes out. Then we have the special summon ticket 12. So this will be available from Dokkan Day. I don't think there's any other missions. There isn't a new Seriously Serious event stage or anything like that. So we won't be seeing a large amount of free tickets for Gomah, and also the fact that we won't be seeing free tickets for him like on the day that he actually releases. So that's the big thing, right? Is that Gomah is going to be releasing tomorrow, which is the 13th. Dokkan Day is not until the 15th. So there won't actually be any free tickets to summon on him for until the 15th. So if you're someone who was going to be waiting and just trying your luck with the free tickets, you won't actually be having those to use on the day that he actually releases, right? So I'm in the same boat. I'm probably not going to be spending any stones to summon for him. So we'll be waiting until Dokkan Day to get those tickets. So then we have the premium legendary summon ticket. This is obviously just for global. This is the purchasable ticket. So we'll go over this again a bit more in the summon or skip video, but obviously these are really only of any value for people who are spending money on the game. Then we have the idle animations. I'm guessing these are just for, yeah, like both. These are going to be both versions of Gomah. Yeah, the normal one, and then when you're in the giant form. Giant form one's cool. It's got the little eye thing. And then we got some scripted events of just like the arts for him in the actual specific events. We also do have an image here actually in the replies. It's kind of worth showing this. Medals to awaken LR Gomah, because he's a yellow coin LR. 70 Tech Daima medals, 21 Int Daima Mini Super Saiyan Goku medals, and 14 physical Mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta medals. So you can see those there. 70 for Goku, 21 in Daima Goku, and 14 physical Vegeta. So if you are one of those people that likes to pre-farm these medals before you summon, so that if you do pull the unit you can just jump straight in and awaken them and start using them, then yeah, these medals will all be available to farm right now. So if you've got nothing else to do in the game, which realistically there isn't really anything to do today outside of if you're just, you know, one of those people that spends all your stamina link leveling, you might as well jump in and get a bunch of these medals ready for Gomah. So that's everything in the data download, where we're just going to jump in here now very quickly and go over all of the missions that will be available for these various different events that are dropping as well. So let's go over to the Dokkan info view here. Let's go over to Dokkan info. Okay, so we got a bunch of just normal, like just the normal celebration missions, and these are obviously going to revolve around Gomah to give skill orbs for him. So just beating a bunch of stages with Extreme AGL, beat a bunch of stages with a final trump card character, and then beat a bunch of stages with a successors character. So as always with these, when they drop, they're designed to be able to give you skill orbs for the character, but their missions are doable, you know, obviously without actually having to have the character already. So you can go ahead and get these done even if you haven't summoned, and then, you know, when you do eventually get Gomah, you will have these orbs for him already. So these are all very straightforward. You literally just have to beat the stages with certain units on your team. So very, very easy to do. Then we have the Dokkan Special Day missions. I mean, these aren't any different to what we would expect them to always be. Do the link leveling stage, the I've forgotten the name of it now, the Spirit and Time, like lookout stage. Beat the Roshi training stage, beat any 3 stages, and then level up any super attack, and then that's complete all the missions. Gets you 14 tickets. So again, these are available on the 15th for Dokkan Day, which is Saturday. As far as I know, from skimming these missions before starting recording, these are the only tickets that are available for this part 2. There isn't a new Seriously Serious battles stage or anything like that. So these 14 free tickets to summon for Gomah will not be available until Saturday the 15th for Dokkan Day. Then we have missions for Petan, which obviously just standard as normal. Defeat an enemy, defeat a bunch of other enemies for getting stickers and a couple of stones, and then get 10, 20 and all of the Petan stickers. It's one of those things I see people a lot of the time say they don't like Petan because one of the things, and I get it because I have that kind of completionist thing too. A lot of people don't like Petan because they find it very difficult to complete the sets and then have a bunch of like uncompleted missions and stuff like that. But the thing is, you remember from looking at this list, like it's not a ton of stones obviously, but by just getting 10 of the stickers from the new set you get a couple of stones, and then getting to 20 you get another 3. So like even if you don't complete the set, whilst I get like from an OCD standpoint I suppose, or like a collector or completionist standpoint, it's annoying to have unfinished missions, but you can still get like, you know, 5 stones just by collecting like half the set, right, or just over half the set. And then eventually when you do get the last one, like that gives you 5 as well. I mean, the thing is, I'm not on the game non-stop all day every day. Like obviously I do my videos when there's big celebrations, I'm doing loads of stuff, but like when Petan is on, I make sure to set up my fights. I try and refresh them close to pretty much as soon as they finish, and I usually complete the new sets within like the first 2, because we normally get a new set, then when the next Petan happens it's that same set again, and then usually, unless I get really unlucky, I've completed that new set by the end of the second one. So it is one of those things, as long as you are actually playing it and actually refreshing the fights and everything, at the end of the day, like I said, it is complete RNG. You could be refreshing all the fights constantly and still getting unlucky. But yeah, for people that say like they don't like doing it because they don't get anything out of it, like it's a very easy couple of seconds to set up, and then you can get some free stones, and those Baba treasure tickets that are the main reward now that let you trade in for stones, and some link skill orbs are good as well. So we can also see from the missions that this event is returning, because this wasn't listed in the schedule for upcoming content stuff, because obviously it's not like a new event or anything, but this is that once per day, I believe it's a skill orb. Is it demonic power skill orbs, or it's a link level stage? I actually can't remember. Oh, that just opens up the banner, not the actual event. Great. But this is coming back, and there are missions to beat it a certain number of times. It's only available once per day, so obviously it's going to take 15 days in order to complete the final mission. But if you look at the start date and then the end date, the event is only available for 15 days. So make sure that you are doing this every day, otherwise you won't be able to complete the final mission and get the gold skill orb. Then we have the red zone new stage. So obviously again we got the beat stage 2. We've got beat stage 2 with 5 terrifying conquerors characters, and then beat stage 2 with 5 full power characters. So this one should be quite interesting. We'll see how well this goes. Like the Tamagami boss fight was a nightmare, the first one, Tamagami 3, with the bomb orbs and everything. So I'm very interested to see what this one is going to be. I guess we can have a look at the stage, but we won't have the stats or anything. Intensifying fights, beat the stage, beat Gomah, who's obviously going to be the condition to fight him as the proper boss, and then beat the stage with 6 demonic power characters. So nice and easy missions for those. And then the ESBR for GT Heroes, obviously just beat it to get the 7 stones and a bunch of skill orbs and stuff, and then the medals for awakening that Earthlings and Androids support memory, I think it is. Still not able to do that yet. But let's go to the events, go to challenge, and then Daima Red Zone. We can see that, yeah, stage 2 is against Tamagami number 2. He raises attack on super. He locks, oh good, he locks, amazing. Has a reduction thing, any damage below a certain amount is reduced to 0. It's a shame it doesn't tell you what it is. He gets 50% attack and defense when HP is 50% or less. Deals 30% of max HP as damage at the start of every turn. Damn, at the start of turn he deals damage, but you lose 30%. He can't be attack and defense lowered, can't be stunned or sealed. I mean, aside from the locking, this doesn't seem too bad. Like, losing HP at the start of the turn is annoying, but obviously with same type orbs, with characters with decent enough defense, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, so there you go. So that is all the stuff involved in the data download. Not much stuff actually dropping tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow's main stuff is just Gomah coming out. and then the Red Zone stage and Petan, and then a bunch of the other stuff comes out on Tuesday. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What are you most looking forward to from the data download? Are you going to be summoning for Gomah? Keep an eye out. Like I said, I will be doing the summon or skip video for him later today, properly going over what I think his banner will look like and just talking about the summon climate in the game at the moment. So do keep an eye out for that one. But yeah, let me know all your thoughts on the data download down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.